I was halfway through my vows, trying not to cry in front of 100 people, when the doors slammed open and a woman I'd never seen before strode down the aisle in a skin-tight red dress. She didn't even hesitate, just marched straight up to the altar and said, loud enough for the back row to hear, "I'm pregnant, and he's the father." For a second, nobody moved. I could feel every eye in the room boring into me, waiting to see if I'd lose my mind or pretend not to understand. My fiancé's face went white, and his hand slipped from mine. What nobody knew was that things had been off for months, late nights, whispered phone calls, the way he'd flinch if I asked too many questions. I'd convinced myself it was wedding stress, but now, staring at this stranger and the way she glared at me like I was the intruder, I realized how long I'd ignored the obvious signs. My parents started whispering, his best man tried to step in, and someone knocked over a centerpiece. He didn't say a word, just kept staring at the floor as if he could disappear. The woman, let's call her the bomb, started listing dates, details, a timeline that lined up almost perfectly with his work trips. I kept waiting for him to deny it, to say it was a mistake or she was lying, but he just shook his head, tears streaming down his face. I wanted to scream, to throw the bouquet in his face, but all I could do was laugh, one of those wild, choking laughs that sounds like you're breaking inside. People were filming on their phones, and I saw my sister mouthing "do something" from the front row. Here's the twist, I'd been cheating, too. Not with a stranger, but with my ex, the one everyone said was bad news. The truth is, I didn't even want to marry him, I just wanted to win, to prove I could make it work. So when everyone turned to me for an answer, I took off my ring, handed it to him, and walked out. The weirdest part? I felt relief. Because in that moment, surrounded by chaos, I finally admitted to myself that the biggest betrayal wasn't his secret or mine, it was pretending to be happy when I never really was.